in the fairly long life of Puja Guruji, there were so many events that took place. Many of them could not be observed and understood. Some of them could be observed and understood. So, it requires that some thinking is necessary to explain some of the events at least in a manner that is acceptable to us. There is what is known as destiny for all of us. We have some karma with which we are born. That is our destiny. We say that destiny could be altered with the grace of Guru or God, and we don't have a word called fate, which is usually used in the Western countries. Fate is unalterable, while destiny is alterable or conquered. Usually, a story is being told about Marandaya. Marandaya was born to his parents with the grace of Lord Shiva, with the specific condition that he will not live beyond 16 years. Marandaya was himself a great devotee of Shiva, and some rishis have given him the Upadesa to please the Lord. The Lord was pleased with him. When the time came for him to be taken away, his life to be snatched away, Shiva is supposed to have come and intervened and restored him to his life forever. He is considered to be a Chiranjeevi. How could it happen that Lord gave the boon that he will live only up to 16 years, and the same Lord came and extended his life eternally? This can be explained as he was destined to live up to 16 years only, but there is an ultimate destiny that says, with some effort and God's grace, the original destiny could be altered or conquered. So for everyone, there is a provision that destiny could be conquered. It is not known to ordinary people, but everyone has to try to conquer the destiny with the grace of the Guru or God. There are many events that took place involving the devotees with respect to satisfying their desires, mundane desires. For example, to get an offspring. Some of the closest devotees could not get their wish fructified, whereas many others got them as they wanted. What could be the reason? If there is an ultimate destiny that a particular person would get an offspring, and the running destiny is against it, the running destiny could be altered respecting the ultimate destiny, and the job is done. So, Guruji would certainly be aware of this and deal with the cases individually, keeping in view the possibility of achieving the result if ultimate destiny is favorable. This can be the explanation given why in certain cases things get done, and in certain other cases things they do not get done. Well, that's one thing. So far as Guruji is concerned himself, there is nothing like a destiny or ultimate destiny. He is free from both of them. But on his own, he can choose his own terms of reference as what he would take on himself and what he would not take on himself. So, in the course of a long life, there are many cases where he has taken over the karma of the devotees on their request or on their prayer, and those karma either could be rejected or could be deposited at certain locations where such a karma gets absorbed, or go through it on his own body. The choice is solely his own, and nobody should try to apply any logic in this matter. With respect to some, he may totally see that the karma is not affecting anyone, either himself or the other person. In some cases, he may give some recommendation. Go to Sri Sailam and sleep there for 2 nights and your problem gets solved. That's what he may say. Normally, even if he sleeps there for 200 days, it is not adequate to have his problem solved. But with Guruji's words, he gets his problem solved. And in this particular case, what Guruji said was, he would plead with the God that my devotee cannot do more than sleeping 2 nights at your location, and he should be kind enough to see that his job is done or his destiny is changed. So, based on the rapport that Guruji enjoys with the Lord, the jobs get done. This is one aspect. Another aspect is the karma is totally absorbed by Guruji, that karma which stands in the way of the man getting his job done. So, when he absorbs that karma, he has to find out an outlet for it. The outlet is either to take it on his body and suffer, or deposit it at certain location where such karma is absorbed. One such location where such karma gets absorbed is Kashi. We have gone to Kashi once along with Guruji. I remember a small incident. After the darshan, Guruji looked a little tired and told me that he is a little hungry also. Normally, he never complains of hunger at all. And then I looked for a shop where anything could be got, and only someone was selling jalebis, hot jalebis. He was available there. Normally, no South Indian eats sweets in the morning. Maybe exceptionally people like me. And with that hesitation, I asked, sir, only jalebi is available in the shop. Would it suit you? He said, why not? I am quite hungry. It's okay. Then we went in. There was a young man of 30 years old, in the pink of his health, making jalebis. And then he fed all of us, about 8 of us or so. Then Guruji was extremely happy and pleased, and he came out and was pathetically looking at that person. And he told me, poor fellow, he is not going to live another 2 days. He is in the pink of health today. the punyam that he has earned by feeding me at that moment when I was so hungry is so high, so much, that there is no enjoyment which can be given to equalize that punyam in the world, in the earth. So he has to go to a higher world and enjoy that punyam. So he cannot stay in this world. So he has to leave. That's what he said. So one of the outlets of the karma absorbed is to deposit it at certain locations like Kashi. The last alternative is to take on his body. And when he is to take it on his body, you should not think in terms of the same proportion. Suppose he has cured a scorpion bite. He is not supposed to get the same amount of pain on his body. So he can proportionately reduce it to a minute extent and then go through. It is only a conceptual taking over karma, but a qualitative one, but you should not think in terms of quantity. A story which is quite often told by me, heard by everybody. There was a day when Guruji felt some insect stinging on his body. He was asking me to look at whether there is any honey bee around the room. I searched and there was none. And then there was just a little irritation. And the skin was a little red at that location, nothing more. Then Guruji's wife asked him to explain the phenomenon, why you should have got a honey sting when bee is not available anywhere. Then he was asked to meditate and find out the truth. He closed his eye for a second and said, look, somewhere in a remote village in Punjab, a young boy was bitten by a snake and he died. And his mother was crying, saying, if ever I had met a Sadguru in any one of my past lives, let that punyam come to the rescue of my son. Let him get up. So that sentence or that prayer worked subconsciously in the mind of Guruji, and immediately the boy got up. The whole village was in ecstasy. They brought all the sweets available in the village shops and then celebrated it. It was not brought to the mental plane of Guruji. It was only the subconscious plane where the prayer was addressed and the prayer was also answered. He said mental plane would not catch it unless he wanted it that way. So, that way it is only an example to show you that quantitative proportion of the karma is not going to be taken by him. Qualitatively he would take it and go through on his body. So the destiny is conquered that way for the devotees.